Another thing I think we need to do is stress local aid. Local aid in 2009 was about 20% of the budget. Because so many other things have grown, it's now down to about 16% of the budget. I think every year local aid should be at a minimum 20% of the budget. Now, this year's budget, the local aid is about $5 billion. If it was 20% of the budget, it would be about $6.5 billion. Imagine the cities and towns if they were divvying up another $1.5 billion. I know in Drake, we have a big problem with our school funding. I think if there was a lot more local aid out there, that problem would be a little more easily solved. So what we need to do is we need to stress tax cuts as opposed to just spending increases. And some of the things we spend money on, we have a new big one that's going to be coming up in January. It's the MBTA bailout. You know, they've kind of just kicked the can down the road. They're going to take money out of different funds now, but there's already proposals on the table for a gas tax increase, a vehicle miles traveled increase, which would mean they'd monitor how many miles you travel in a year and you'd pay a tax based on that. And they're also looking at new tolls. You know, they're talking about I-93, but if they have this new open road tolling system they want to install, which means they can put them on 495, Route 3, anywhere they want. Once you have the technology, it's very easy to do. But the real budget buster is MassHealth. And if you look at, since the 2006 health reform law in Massachusetts, about 70% of the previously uninsured people have been shifted over to MassHealth. And it's just, if you look at the budget, the numbers are astounding. 2006, 27% of the state budget was MassHealth. It was about $6.8 billion. Right now, the new budget, 39% is MassHealth. It's almost doubled. It's $12.7 billion a year in MassHealth. You know, there's more people insured, so they use the insurance. Now they say, oh, we're going to try to control costs. The two big plans they have to control costs are raise taxes and create a new state authority to monitor increases. Now, a new state authority, just what we need. You know, the T and the Convention Center, organizations like that have just been so successful, we need to create a new one. There was a story in the Lowell Sun I looked at, and the Pioneer Institute has a new study out. They say that, as all of us probably figured, these new plans they have really are not going to save any money. It'll just create a new bureaucracy. You also look at, very quickly, if you look at energy costs in this state, they're among the most expensive in the world. Part of the reason for that is all the new regulations and new green energy programs that the governor's put in. Martha Coakley cited the Patrick administration numbers that their green community program is going to cost consumers $1 billion a year, 4 years in a row. So that's $4 billion in new costs that you're going to be paying on your energy bills to fund things like Cape Wind.